Hello students, as in the previous video we understood about the heart and its functioning. In this video we will understand about the other parts of human circulatory system, that is blood vessels and circulatory medium. First of all, blood vessels. Blood vessels are tube-like structures which help in the supply of blood to whole body parts. Blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins, and blood capillaries. Arteries are those blood vessels which help in the transportation of oxygen rich blood, that is oxygenated blood, from heart to all other body parts of human body. So arteries carry oxygenated blood. On the other hand, veins are the blood vessels which help in the transportation of carbon dioxide containing blood, that is deoxygenated blood, from different body parts to the heart. So the veins carry deoxygenated blood. The wall of arteries are thicker and elastic. This is because of the fact that it carries oxygenated blood and supplies oxygenated blood to heart sorry supplies oxygenated blood from heart to different body parts. So the pressure of blood inside the arteries are higher. That's why the wall of arteries are thicker and elastic. On the other hand, the wall of veins are thinner and less elastic because it helps in the transportation of deoxygenated blood, which supplies blood from different body parts to the heart. And inside the veins, the pressure of blood is lesser as compared to the pressure of blood inside the arteries. That's why the wall of veins are thinner and less elastic. These are the basic difference between arteries and veins. Now third one is blood capillaries. Blood capillaries helps in the transportation of blood to different body organs and tissues. It supplies blood to different organs and tissues of the body. So different body organs and tissues contain a network of blood capillaries. So blood capillaries are narrower, very narrower in comparison of veins and arteries. These are blood capillaries are actually interconnection between arteries and veins. It plays important role of interconnection between arteries and veins. Now, next part of human circulatory system is circulatory medium, which includes blood and lymph. First of all, blood. Blood is the vascular connective tissue which helps in the transportation of different types of materials like nutritive substances, different types of gases, excretory products, hormones, etc. Blood has two components. One solid component is called blood cells or blood corpuscles, and two, that is second one, is blood plasma or liquid component. That is, the liquid component of blood is blood plasma. Now we will understand about these components one by one. Blood cells or blood corpuscles are of three types: red blood cells, white blood cells, and blood platelets. Red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes, which contain red colored respiratory pigment called hemoglobin, which helps in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, the color of the blood is red due to the presence of this red pigment hemoglobin, which is the oxygen carrier of the blood. Second one is white blood cells, which are also known as leukocytes and called soldiers of the body, because it makes our immune system, which fights from pathogens and kill them to protect our body from different types of diseases. So our immune system is built with the help of white blood cells of the blood. The third part is blood platelets, which are also known as thrombocytes. It helps in the clotting of blood. So these are the parts, these are the solid component of the blood. The liquid component is blood plasma, which contains 90 to 91% water, and remaining parts are proteins and salts. So the blood contains solid components, that is blood cells or corpuscles, which is 45% of blood, and the liquid component or blood plasma is 55% of blood. Now other circulatory medium is lymph. Lymph is the yellowish fluid which does not contain RBC and platelets like blood, but contains WBC or lymphocytes. Lymph circulate throughout the lymphatic system of our body, which contains organs, vessels, and lymph nodes. Lymph nodes can be observed at neck region, armpit, and groin regions, which swells up during the infection. The important function of lymph includes the absorption and transportation of fats. It contains lymphocytes. That's why it helps in the killing of pathogens. Lymph helps in the absorption of extracellular fluid back to the blood. So, the main function of lymph includes the killing of pathogens, the transportation and absorption of fats, and absorption of extracellular fluid and bring back to the blood. So, lymph plays uh, an important role in the human circulatory system. So, these are the different parts of human circulatory system and their function. Thank you for watching this video.